Hello! How's everybody? How are the sound levels? Did some tweaking. I don't know if it worked or not, but we'll see. Totally ready. Let's go! Good, good. Looking good. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Alrighty. Oof. Alright. I think what we're gonna do before... Okay, so the plan is to kind of finish out this area here. Just a lot of nature work, a lot of rocks. So if you guys have the rock emoji, plenty of opportunities to spam it. And the only way to get it is to become a channel member. Shameless plug. But no, before we get into that, I think we're gonna... I actually closed the park. We still have like 146 people in the park. But they'll kind of funnel their way out. But I'm thinking we might want to go around and like just manage the park a little bit. We've never really done this. It's not really a focus, but we have a lot of shops without like people working in them. People keep quitting. But yeah, we might want to maybe fix that. I've also limited the guest count down to like half of what it was. It was at 3,000. It's at like 1,700 now. That should help with the frame rate. Greetings from Belgium. Wow, awesome. How's it over in Belgium? Alrighty. Honestly though, I don't know if there's an easy way to go through all of our people that we have working here. Like we have, it doesn't really give us, or does it? Is there somewhere where it gives us like the amount of shops that we have? Park rating breakdown. I'm like so unfamiliar with all of these like areas. Oh, here we go. Vendors 17 or yeah, 13 vendors, but we have 65 shops. What? Oh, well, and facilities. So that doesn't break down like the bathrooms and stuff. Jamaican barbecue restaurant? That actually sounds pretty cool. Do you remember me? Yeah, I do remember you. Really cold in Belgium. It's cold here too. Hey Alex. Hi from Germany. And worldwide. We are worldwide. It's awesome. Alright. I'm thinking maybe the easiest thing to do is just like go through and plop new people down. New vendors. And I'm wondering if like can we just like assign him to this? I think we can. First shop assignment. That one. Right? Yeah. So now he'll prefer to work there. Good. Alright, so do have people there already. At one point we did go through and like change the color of like the uniforms and everybody, which was fun, but then people started quitting. So it like washed all that away. Is anybody down here? No. So we're gonna need more people down here. Vendor. Gotta click on him, add this to the work roster. This is the tedious side of things that, like, I understand it has to be done, but it's not really what we do in our series, but it is kind of fun to, like, just hop in here for a little bit and sort things out. I think it's a good way to start off the stream. Alright. How's everything back here? Yeah, we lost a lot of people randomly. I think I changed in the scenario settings, like, I think I toned down when people quit, so it'll make this a little bit less of a thing. I think you can, I thought you could turn it off entirely, but it didn't seem to have worked. I'm gonna plop 2 of these people down here. Confirm you. Click on the select vendor. And actually, in the last video, someone had made a suggestion that maybe we should make like a video, like a tour of the park, which I think is a really cool idea. I think that might be one of my goals this week, is to get that done. I don't know. Maybe we'll just walk around from like a guest perspective. I know you can do that. I did fool around with that a little bit, but the camera's a little either slow or very fast when you walk around. It's kind of annoying. There's no like happy medium. Of course, no one's in here, but it's something we can figure out. Right, you're going into here. Means you should be going into here. This is a good thing to just like sort out right now, I think, while we have like the park is closed for the most part. Well, for the most part. There's 98 people in here. But yeah. Alright. Did I get that? Go. I think we have a couple shops up here. There's a few shops just hidden around, so we might want to figure that out as well. A lot of this is new. Interesting. Yeah, we've done a lot of work in this park. A lot of work. And it is probably good to like step back and actually take like a tour and just like go back and appreciate what we did. There's actually a person in here. I thought for sure this one would be empty. Alright, is that all? I think, did we get everybody's good? Everybody's good except for out here. And to be honest, I think we're gonna close a couple of these. You and you are gonna close. And then over here we have one person here and then another. We'll have to go here. I'm not sure. There may be people like on a break too, so we might be overstaffing. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing at this point. So that one will be closed as well. Alright. Don't forget the shop by the raft ride. Ooh, hidden away. Good call. In here. It's got nobody. Good call. Awesome. Alright. Get one more in here. You guys know this park better than I do. Great. I love it. Alright, so one sells cowboy hats for $15. That's actually a deal, let's be honest. Oh, there's a couple in here too that are already staffed. Cool. Many guests need the toilet. Interesting. We may want to do something about that later on. I felt like we did a pretty decent job of like putting toilets around, but maybe we didn't. But we'll do that when we build out later, I guess. None of these are open, so let's keep the middle one open, I guess, just to keep like uniformity between the two, and we'll get a vendor down here. There's no staff rooms. Maybe we should have put staff rooms in here. A little awkward. I guess we could have put one like right in here. I don't know if we care though. Oh, I see a Mason in the chat. Oh, man. And there's anything out here. All right, cool. So we got that all pretty much sorted out. We have 86 people in the park. Let's open the park and let's watch the people come in from all the spawners. That's going to be kind of fun. Let's do it. Opening the park. And I believe 1,700 is the limit now, which is, I think, good. Actually, I was watching all the people exit, and I got a pop-up that said someone quit, so I clicked on that person, and they were like, I'm out, I'm leaving my job. And then, like, immediately after that, they thought, I guess I could go back to work. I was like, ah, funny. Guess always complain about a lack of restrooms? Okay. Yeah, I felt like we did a pretty decent job of putting some restrooms around the area. Probably more would never hurts. Always charge $1, like in Roller Coaster Tycoon. We have people coming out of this one and this one. I noticed that. A lot of people come out of these two side ones because I think they're closest to the park. Well, actually, a lot of people exited to those two. But it seems like when they spawn in pretty evenly. Changed their mind right before the break. No, it was funny. They changed their mind right after they quit. Like, they quit, and I clicked on them, and it said, I'm leaving. And then, like, after, like, 10 seconds, they were like, I think I could stay. But they had already quit. But I guess there's, like, an option to rehire them, so I just rehired them. And turn off staff needs and happiness so they stay in the shops. I was looking at this. So this is the scenario editor. I think this is the staff features thing. We do have that turned off. And this is what I dropped down to easy. I don't know. I think there's like an option, maybe. It's all kind of weird because we're in the scenario editor. So a lot of these options that we have, we actually have in another menu as well. But I've turned off like reputation, scenery, or security features. And I have staff management off. Yeah, but I guess that doesn't prevent them from quitting, but I thought it did. Nice music for a stream, thank you. They're using the bridge. This is actually awesome. All right. Wait, we're still missing a vendor, Chief Beef 34? A minute. Did we? I just completely missed that one. That one blended in. That says a lot, because I think we actually put a person in the hot dog squad, but not in Chief Beef. Whoops. You are going to be assigned to... wait. Yes, good. Alright, so we are all set around here. And I think around here is just a bathroom and an ATM and a med station, so that's all good. And this is a staff room. Then I think the next, like, project is going to be linking this up. And actually, one really cool thing that I found was... I was going through the toolkit items, the Theme Maker's toolkit, and I found a couple things that I've added. If they ever load in here. Here we go. I got like some pallet stuff, some ladder jacks, or pallet jacks, not ladder jacks. A couple like barriers and stuff, but I also found this thing. Is a little train crossing thing. It actually isn't big enough for this path, but we'll make it work. But I think it's animated too, so we can link it to the track. And it'll go down when the train comes. It won't stop people from walking through the train, but it will stop people. Well, it won't stop people. But it'll look cool, and that's all we can ask for. But yeah, we'll put a few of these in. That'll be kind of cool to see. And then I think we could probably open that train up at some point. I think it's still in testing, is it not? And actually, one thing I did notice is we never... I never finished this sign over here for the... I think it was... What were we going to call this? Like the... I have a logo, like, drafted, but it's not done. But gotta finish that at some point. I'm hangry. Need some chicken nuggets. Alright, should we get into the building? I think we should get into the building. Dank, what up? I'm here now. Good. Alright, so we have a lot of nature work to do, and if that's not your thing, I'm sorry, but that's what we're going to do in this stream. So, a lot of just terrain work, I think, and a lot of trying to get this to look not so bad. And then I'm still undecided. I may or may not put cars in. I also downloaded a car. It was like the only one I could find, and it's like the Ron Weasley's flying car thing, so from the Harry Potter series. I got a new mouse too, which I didn't talk about in my last episode, but between... It's actually... That's a pretty good... Yeah, we could use this, I think. It's not... weird. There's actually... This thing... Like... Up close, it looks good, but you zoom back a little bit, and the LOD is terrible from right here, so I don't think we're going to be using this. Even worse when you zoom out more, so that's unfortunate. But... yeah, these cars we could probably use. I don't know. It's like, I want to put cars in, but I don't want to put, like, a ton of cars in, because I feel like that's just a lot more prop to, like, deal with. But, like, this car, like, all these other cars in the game, they all need tires on them, so it's, like, 5 props versus the 1 for this car, so I don't really know what the situation is. You ever sweat when you work? Like, like, doing this? Yeah, I guess. When I'm actually working? Yes, like, I was on a roof for 7 hours putting a sign in yesterday, and it was a killer day. It was weird. It was, like, kind of hot, but not hot enough. It was weird. Well, it wasn't, like, hot out. It was, like, warmer than usual, but... Cars go last. They are poly-count nightmares. Are they? Okay. Yeah, that's why I don't necessarily want to fill this whole thing up with cars. Maybe just scatter a few around. But it's like not the focus of us, you know? I mean, our focal point is like in the park. This is all out of the park. I actually got a comment that said some of the last few episodes have been their favorite. Like, someone commented that on the last episode. And honestly, this, like, outside of the park project stuff has been some of my favorite work to do lately, too. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little burned out on this game, but, like, coming out here and doing this has, like, refreshed everything. It looks so much better now. And it makes me so much more excited for the park. Not necessarily sure what we're gonna do around here. Lots of trees, I guess. Would I rather have a Bugatti or a Lamborghini? I would rather have a Ferrari. But of those two, probably a Lamborghini. I don't know. Get rid of some of this stuff. I wish the smooth tools did a little bit better jobs, but they don't. I'm honestly not sure how we're gonna make this look good. I think we're just gonna throw some rocks or a bunch of trees up around here. Like, I think the shape of this is okay. I think once we get some trees growing on the grassy parts of this, it'll look a lot better. Not necessarily sure what we're gonna want to do over here. The stream at 720p. Is it? Shouldn't be. It's going up at 1080. I don't know. YouTube might be doing some weird stuff with it. I think the stream usually goes up at full resolution, but I can't download it at full resolution. Like, if I download the archive of this stream, it comes down to me as 720, which is not that great for me. I'd love to be able to edit these into videos, but it won't allow me to do that. Alright, so... oops, not that. I'm not sure how we're gonna account for this. Although, I do have one Theme Maker Toolkit item, which was pretty cool, and that is this little barrier here. It is actually, like, awesome. We should probably be using this. The one thing that I have a little like hesitation toward these custom items is if that sentence made any sense. I'm not sure like how intense these items are, you know? Like from a poly count, I don't know. And like versus like is this putting one of these down gonna be more on my computer than putting like 2 of these fences down or whatever it is? I don't know. We got people quitting. Hey, don't quit. Get back. I'll give you a $200 bonus if you just hop back over that counter. There you go. I don't get why that guy quits. Like, what is... That's it. I'm out of here. My pay is pretty good. Workload is low. That's probably the issue. Where did everybody go to, by the way? There's a lot of people who hit up Alpine Spirit. Actually, tons of people in line for that right now. That's cool. Yeah, I figure, like, if you... Okay, let's think about this for a second. Usually, amusement parks hire, like, teenagers to run the shops and stuff. If you're a teenager and you're working at an amusement park, and, like, you're working at a burger stand where, like, barely anybody's going to, would that increase your chance of quitting? Or would you be like, man, this job's real easy and I'm getting paid for this. I'm just gonna stay here and milk it, you know? That's what I would think. A lot of people are going to... Looks like a lot of people are coming back here to Summit Runner? Maybe? Well, they're kind of working their way back there. We really need to get these paths connected up, but that'll be like in a future episode. Yeah, it looks like a pretty even spread of people. That's the one thing, like, we have to limit the guest count, but it kind of sucks because no one, like, it doesn't look like the park's real full anymore. Alright, let's try to put these down, maybe? Over here? Just to kind of differentiate between the two areas. If I go into a Theme Maker Toolkit, can this be part of a building? Wait, are you telling me that these, like, custom things can't go into a building? Is that a thing? Edit building, right? So now I can edit this building. But if I go into the toolkit items, it kicks me out of the building. And I can't... Oh, I can't add to this. Alright. What? That's a really weird... That's just a UI glitch or something. That's really strange. I had started talking about it, but I got a new mouse in my little hiatus I had there. And I've bound a couple things in, like, on the mouse. So, like, rotation lock is now bound to my mouse. And then I can switch the camera instead of hitting T to, like, switch the kinds of cameras. Like, from here to here. I can just do that on my mouse. It's pretty cool. I like it. But it's getting a lot of, like, getting used to. The one thing that's really awesome, though, is that I have a DPI toggle, like a sniper button. That's what they call it. So my normal mouse speed, if I hit the button, it slows it down. Like, I'm moving my mouse the same amount here. So, like, the fine adjustments, like really getting in here real close to things, this gets so much easier now, which is hugely underrated, I think. First episode went up 23rd of November 2016. Wow. It's been 2 years, man. 2 years. I'm enjoying it. The series has its ups and downs, but I am enjoying this. Also, I want to ask you guys, who would be excited for a new City Skyline series? I'm kind of spacing these out a little sporadically too. Didn't really want to like connect them all up. And then I'm gonna go back and twist them around a little bit here and there. It's a long time for a series. It is a long time for a series. Them's the breaks when you gotta work a full-time job. On top of living a life outside of YouTube, man. If this were my full-time job, I'd have way more time to work on this, but unfortunately it's not. Ah. Anybody know what the prop limit is on a building? Might be getting close to that. Well, maybe not, I'm not sure. Love more city skylines. Nice. So what I think I'm gonna do, I've been talking about this a little bit on when I stream on Twitch. I think I'm gonna do a Twitch stream of City Skylines just to get back into it. Like I kind of forgot how to play it, you know. And there's the new expansion. I don't have Park Life or the new one yet. What is the new one? The new one is it the Industries one? So I think it'd be fun to hop into that game and just play around. And then I think for that I might come up with a series, and then I might like pre-record a lot of it, so it wouldn't be out for a while. But once it comes out, I feel like if I could put a full series out at like once, you guys could like binge watch it. That'd be really interesting to see if like how that went. This is the tedious, fun work that I love. I said sarcastically. How big is this freaking parking lot, man? We gotta be close. Okay, good. What is Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. Really do Deeks districts. What does that mean? How would I... Wait a minute. Might be onto something. Alright, so I just want to kind of go through all of these a little bit here and there. Move a few. Make it look like someone kind of bumped one with their car, maybe. Only prop line tool is in this game. Don't even get me started. I have so many wishes for this game that are probably never going to come true. Well, no, I have 2 wishes for this game. Prop line tool is one of them. Although I guess I can kind of understand why they don't want to put that in. But the other one is a cinematic camera tool. Like, seriously? We need something like that where we can map the camera path and then run it. And bonus points if you can limit the frame rate like we can do in City Skylines. This game's all about building all these beautiful creations, and yet they don't give us the tools as content creators to like go through and showcase in a professional way. Like we get around it, but it is kind of annoying. Let's grab a couple at one time here. Nice. I may have control clicked. No, I didn't. Let's see, a Toronto, Boston style cities. Interesting. I felt like we got a little Boston style in the end of the Northern Valley series. With the stadium district and then that whole island, it felt kind of Boston-y to me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I will disclose that, or put a disclaimer on that, saying that I've actually never been to Boston, so. You're 9? You're in 4th grade? Oof. And I feel old. You're old in college. I'm out of college, man. Graduated 5 years ago. I'm old. I started my YouTube career as an old man already. What am I gonna do with this? Might be able to do this. Let's see. Kind of tidy the back of this up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nuggets dough. Them nuggets dough. Not bad. That, however, is bad. So we're gonna try to fix this. Doing a little bit of this. And over here, I don't know what to do. Kind of painted ourselves into a corner here, I think, a little bit. Boston. Really interesting to, like, see or hear accents and, like, think about, like, how they work. Like, pretty much they all originated in America, at least, in, like, the same spot, you know, New England area. Then everybody kind of moved out from there. And all these accents just formed just because of, like, just how it evolved itself, you know? It's interesting to think, like, if the accents, like, how technology may be affecting that, you know? With, like, all our communication tools nowadays. If everybody had communication tools back then, would these accents still have, like, started? Or, like, is hearing the language from people across the world gonna, like, trend it toward a more centralized accent? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I have literally zero accent. I guess from where I'm from, like the Midwest area, apparently our accent is, like, pretty close to, like, how English is supposed to be spoken. Which is why a lot of, like, news broadcasters try to emulate our accent, I guess. I don't know. This is what I've heard. I'm not sure if it's correct or not. They all sound good. Spin out has broken down. Alright, so originally I had planned on this road to sweep around here and go over here. I think we're gonna make life a lot easier by just making this go straight and then into a tunnel here, and then disappearing from the world forever. And then I was thinking about it, and if we're doing, like, a hotel over here, we might want to have its own parking area. So we might do another road coming this way from, like, another tunnel. So this whole plan is kind of out now, but that actually opens up a lot of room to have, like, more of this lake happen, which I don't think I'm gonna outline just yet. But we are going to delete this little sketch of a road that we have. When you do this kind of work on, like, a macro level in this game, it's a little weird sometimes with, like, the tools. Like, the brush like the brush strokes and everything are a little smaller. How do you pronounce Worcestershire sauce? Oh my god, Worcestershire sauce. Is it Worcestershire sauce? Worcestershire sauce? Something like that. I don't know. The UK has a really weird, like, accent situation. Like, apparently, like, there's so many of the, you know, the British accent type things. I don't know if you're gonna call them all British. I'm very uneducated on it, but, like, they are, like, little towns have their own little accents, and it's, like, 20 minutes away, and it's, like, a completely different language almost. It's kind of funny. Amazing pronouncing. Thank you. I don't know how we're gonna blend all this in here, but we're gonna try to make it work. Limes are much nicer than lemons? What does that mean? Why not both? And isn't our, yeah. Our hard limit's like right here, so we can't really go past that. I just call it the sauce. The sauce. I never use it, so I don't have a lot of experience pronouncing it. I'll bet we could cover that up with some trees. Let's try it. I'm wondering if we should start a new building for all of the tree work around here. Because, like, this one is... Or, you know what, we could probably just use that tree, or that building. I thought we had more on that building than that one. Some of this is on that building as well for some reason. Or wait, what is this building? Building 140, that's 404. Building not found. But we shouldn't use that. Would you rather have a mansion with your own private theme park or have a mansion with your own private water park? I mean, I like theme parks better, but if it's like a private thing, I feel like a water park would be cooler. Like, the worst part about going to a water park is all of the people that go into the... You don't know what's in that water, you know? So I feel like that'd be kind of nice. And isn't there like a South Park episode where Cartman buys an amusement park and... Like, he's basically there and he's having a good time, but then, like, no one's there. But no, he doesn't get bored. He needs money to run it, so he's got to let people in, so it just turns into a business. It's kind of funny, but... I don't necessarily want to go, like, super crazy with the tree work, but I feel like we're going to. We might just, like, step back. Just take, like, a macro approach to this. We have many trees that we can put down, too. So I'm trying to hit, like, the grassy areas. I don't want to get too close over here yet, because that's not ready. For coasters over slides. I prefer coasters as well. I don't know. I feel like having my own private theme park would be like a waste of a good theme park, you know? I'd much rather have just like a mansion with like a bowling alley in the basement with like a nice pool and maybe a slide into it, you know? That's all I want. Did we just do this one? This is a different one. We'll probably get fairly close to this. That's it. I have to make a happy little tree emote. I have the rock one for the channel members, but I don't have a tree one, and I do a lot of tree work as well. Nice if this game supported mods, I agree. I don't know why they're so against it. Like, I get that you want to have control over your game, but like, look at how successful Cities is because of the modding scene. And I'm gonna be under the impression that I think this game was in development, like probably later development as City Skylines was coming out. So even City Skylines, those guys did not predict how successful the modding scene was going to be for that game. So I feel like if they were going to design Planet Coaster right now and they saw the success of the modding scene in Cities, they'd probably want to have more modding in the game. Although, I mean, if you look at it from like a business perspective, it could be hurting revenue a little bit. Although City Skylines is still putting out DLC packs, so it must not be like completely taking away from their ability to make money. I don't know. Need some bots in chat? Why do I need bots? I think we can get bots. Oops. The one thing about the mapping all of these buttons to my mouse is that it's got a left, like my scroll wheel can click left and right. It's like it leans, one of those. So if I use the wheel to like move the mouse around or move the camera, it tends to click it accidentally a lot. So I gotta get used to that, but yeah. Where are my favorite Ponderosa Pines at? Three. Are they?
I wanna see it. I'll left your vibe.
This song. Oh, they're there. These have turned into a couple of my favorite trees. The rocks command? That's true. No, stop quitting. Get back to your post. It's always because their workload's so low, you know? I don't know why. That's such a contrary, like, thing. Like, it's counter logic to me. I don't know why. Scenery group. This is a scenery group? This isn't actually part of a building? That's interesting. Or is that... I don't know. Gotta edit it. The snack reload. I could put a snack reload command in, but I think they'd be separated. Be separate commands. But we have separate counts. Got a couple ash trees. I'm actually surprised at how well the streams have been doing. Like, we get a solid amount of people here. A lot of you guys are chatting too, which is awesome. I don't always get that on Twitch, but it's crazy to see how many people are like watching the streams after they're done. And like personally, I don't like to watch streams after they've been done, you know? I feel like part of the experience is communicating and, like, talking to the streamer in, like, real time, you know? But a lot of people sit back and watch just the VODs or whatever. It's crazy. And the view time's always really good, too, which is crazy. Because YouTube loves watch time. And, like, I guess I get that. But for the streams, you have, what, like, hours worth of watch time? Because it's, like, 4 hours of streaming, you know? So a lot of people watch it. It actually helps the channel, I guess. So, I don't know, it's just been a surprise to me. Have I ever played Grand Theft Auto 5? I have played it. I don't have it on PC, though. I had it on PlayStation back in the day when I still played console, but... yeah, I need to, I don't know. I'd pick it up, but I don't know if I'd play it that much. Did I just put a tree on top of a tree? I did. What are the odds of that? I wonder if I've done that anywhere else. It could be iffy. We have dedicated viewers on Twitch? That's true. I play a lot of different games over there. Playing a lot of Battlefield lately. I haven't played Rocket League much over there. I do play it in my spare time. But I don't know. Any building that I do on a live stream that I want to include in an actual edited episode, I have to do it on Twitch because they let me download the stream in full resolution. If YouTube let me download my stream in 1080, I'd be doing that over here because that's where most of anybody who likes that kind of stuff is going to be over here. I kind of like having Twitch just like separate for odds and ends of stuff. We have fun late night streams over there. Alright, I think this is starting to look good enough. Hope. We might go back in with some like fine-tuning, and I don't know what we're gonna do over here either. Different terrain paints, I think, might end up doing over here as well. Do I think Planet Coaster is better than Roller Coaster Tycoon 3? I think I've played it more. Honestly, I don't have very fond memories of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I never got like super into it. I know there were like a bunch of like custom or I don't know if they were mods or just like custom coasters and stuff like that. I never got into that side of that game. I remember when I first got Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, it literally broke my computer. Like, my computer wouldn't run it, and there were like issues after I installed it. So I remember that was back when computers were still, like, I still had a really terrible computer back then. Got real thin over here, and I think that's okay. I don't know if we really need, like, a bunch of trees back there. I don't think we needed as many trees as we have over here. But, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, though, is still a really, really good game. I was just talking to my brother about that. And I have Parkitect. I don't know. Maybe we should try Parkitect on a stream one day. I don't know. That might be a Twitch type of thing. This needs to go away. Yeah, I'd like to give Parkitect another try. I've played it a little bit. I haven't given it like a massive time to like judge it yet. But my brother asked me if Parkitect is better than Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. And from my limited time playing Parkitect, I don't think it is. Like, I can appreciate Parkitect for what it is. Again, I have to give it more time. But, like, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 is still such an amazing game. Even to this day. Like, its style sets it apart. Like, it has aged very clearly. It's aged, and a lot of the UI stuff's probably a little wonky. But that game it still runs incredibly well. And it ran incredibly well back in the day. Like, we had really weak computers back then. We could still fit, like, probably 8,000 people in your park without the game, like, crashing, you know? It was crazy. Really want a new computer? You and me both. I'd love to upgrade this thing. Well, like I said, it's gonna cost a bunch of money. It's like $800 for me to upgrade my computer. I've done the calculations. So unless we want to have like a fundraiser stream one day, I'm not gonna be able to afford that. I'm still getting used to all of my mouse controls. Actually, these... Is there a correct way for these? I think there probably is, I just don't know them. Are these called jersey barriers? I've never been a huge fan of 4K. Well, that's not true. I'm not, like, not a fan of it. I don't see 4K becoming, like, a mainstream thing. Like, everyone was like, this is the next step. And I'm like, I don't see it. You know, because our computer, like, our network infrastructure is so limited. Like, there was no way I could watch 4K at my old house with DSL internet. I didn't have cable option. Like, it was that bad. If I had Spectrum there, it would have been great, but when I moved, I finally got, like, cable internet. So now I can watch 4K, but, like, I don't see 4K becoming the next norm anytime soon. It's gonna be a while before that happens. And then you look at, like, the mobile market and how much mobile is taking over. And there's no reason to go above 1080p for mobile. Actually, you know, it'd be kind of cool around here. Have I ever gotten stung by a bee? Yes. Actually, funny story. I was a Cub Scout. I don't know if they have to still have Cub Scouts, but like Eagle Scout is like the older version, I guess, like for older kids. Cub Scouts were like younger kids who wanted to be scouts still. So I was a Cub Scout. We went on a camping trip thing. I got stung by a bee, and it was funny because they gave us all like little necklaces with little beads on them, and I got like a black bead for getting stung by a bee on the trip. I don't know. It was kind of funny. I'm gonna do that, and I think I want to put like a tree in there. No! All these vendors keep quitting on me. Bruh. I hate the job. I quit. Nope, you're rehired. Don't even jump over the counter. Oh! Go back. Yep. Way to go. You just lost all of your people. 200 per week. Fully trained. Like, maybe I should not fully train the staff members. Maybe that's the reason. Like, they get fully trained and then they feel like they're being underworked because they have nothing going on. So maybe I should do that and just, like, not train them all the way. I don't know. That might be a viable option. Mobile games are disgusting? Absolutely. But no, going back to my point, why are all these floating? Oh no, that means this terrain's not level over here. Do we care, or is this like a secret that the stream will keep forever? Maybe. No, like, you're never gonna get 4K screens on on a mobile device. So it's like 1080p is all you need to serve the mobile market. And trust me, the mobile market is huge for content watching and consuming content nowadays. Like, how many of you guys out in the chat right now are like on a mobile device? You watching on a tablet? Is this going up? Maybe these are going up. Probably happening. Is it? It's flat. I have to do an experiment. Yep, those are going up. That's interesting. I don't know why that just happened like that, but... Cedar Point? Hmm? He's discovered my secret. I feel like these should be this way. I'm not sure. We're gonna freehand this one, I think. Watching you on a tablet? I've noticed a lot of the younger viewers are on tablets. Which I guess makes sense if you think about it. I mean, I'm not gonna say like everybody who's younger is on a tablet, but like it's just such an easier way to watch. It's not an easier way to chat though and interact. That gets annoying. Don't necessarily know what this is gonna do over here. Do we care what's gonna happen over here? I enjoy Planet Coaster. Of course I enjoy Planet Coaster. I just get like a little burned out on it every now and then. I'd like to put a tree down there. We made a nice little spot for a happy little tree, and we're just gonna put a happy little tree down there where it's gonna live. What kind of tree though? Maybe oak? Here, why not? Couple oak trees around. Like that. I think that looks nondescript enough in a lot of spots. I mean, some of this is a little barren, but I don't know if we really care that much. I do want to vary up the rock a little bit here and there. Like some of this more detailed rock. Put this in some spots. Ever gotten stabbed? No? Make a maintenance building? I totally agree, and I totally am gonna do that. Actually, the plan was always to put like a maintenance building down here. So that's what I think we're gonna do. I don't know if that's enough space, but there's a lot of like extra space around it. We could put some stuff down. I also am thinking about doing another maintenance building somewhere else. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if we do a road into here, into like the hotel area for its own parking, we could have like a maintenance with another road coming off of it, so it's like connected to the outside world. Yeah. But so excited for Christmas, I can finally get Planet Coaster. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Also, your park is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, this game is very intimidating when you first get it. I will preface you're getting this game by that. Like, you're gonna get into this game and you're gonna be like, I don't know how to do anything. And no one does when they first get it. So it takes a little while to get into the game, to figure out what pieces are in the game and then how to use them. You know, after a while, you'll get a hang of it. And then it's It's just limited by your creativity, really. Needs to get smoothed out a little bit. That one outside the park, but yeah. Just started playing this after a week of building my PC. Cool. I should probably have the game paused. I mean, there's really no reason to run the game right now. We do have our 1,700 guests in here. Guess for the most part, this over here is fairly done. This is always gonna look weird to me. I'd like to get this to, like, not be so... Like, if the smooth tool actually worked the way it's supposed to, which, like, you know, is to smooth things, this is doing nothing. I want to smooth these two things together, but it's doing nothing, and it really annoys me. I'd do something like this. I'm just trying to, like, flatten the face of this together. And I guess the smooth is really good at this. It takes, like, the sharp edges off of these things. But, like, it won't smooth these two, like, levels together, which annoys me. Did I answer what's my favorite restaurant? I don't think so. And I also don't really know. I do love me some Chipotle, but depends on the restaurant. This kind of gives us like this kind of like a quarry look, which I guess is cool. Not like we have like a sand texture to work with either though, so mix some dirt into this as well, maybe. Better if you build a dark blue coaster in the lake. Like over here? Or like over here? Or like in the new lake that's going to be over here. It makes grass, when you do any like terrain editing, it'll change it to grass. Or it'll auto paint it, so the cliffs become rocks and the flats become grass by default. You can change it to use selected, which means whatever paint you have here, it'll turn it into that. Or you could use like sampled, which means if you click on a rock and you drag a level over here, that whole thing will become where you initially clicked. So. Yeah, I don't know. We should probably get to work on some of this road stuff over here, maybe. Yeah. Alright, I really like the idea of just running this out in a straight, and then we'll start to work on this area over here a little bit. So let's start to do that. And I think to do that, we might want to just grab the road lines, maybe? This is so hard to do sometimes. Just want to... Oh, I think we did it. Did we did it? Boom. This is where the DPI changer comes in handy. Then slide this out. here. And then our tunnel will be somewhere over here. Line those lines up, and then, yes. So, thanks for the tips. No problem. I guess technically we could have probably just grabbed all of that. Is that part of this? I don't think it is. I think that's on its own building now, which is cool. This is a little funky, but we'll fix that. Alright, so this comes down here. Something like that. And then we'll build the tunnel there, so that'll work. This looks weird, so we'll shoot the difference on that. And then this one as well. Alright, so this obviously isn't level. So we'll flatten all of this. And then we're gonna have to build a tunnel somehow, which will be interesting. I'm gonna do it like this. I actually should probably pull this into 100%. And I guess we'll just like try to poke the terrain tool down there somehow. I don't know if we necessarily care that much either, but and a lot of this will be cliffside into a lake. That'll be really cool. I actually really enjoy the lakes in this game. It's such a good natural way to fill space in an area. Oh, there we go. It looks like a tunnel to me. Nice. All right, cool. Don't really know what to do with over here, but try to figure this out as well. Smooth some of this in. Fudge it in. I wonder if Bob Ross would have been good at this game. I think all he would do is plop trees down. These are the kinds of things I think about when I'm playing this game. Ah. Also, I'm not like a art collector by any means, but I feel like having an original Bob Ross painting would be really cool. Oh, actually, you know what I'm thinking? I'll move this, first of all. Be in line with this. Ish. Kinda works. Alright, so that's there. We're gonna move it over to here. No, we're gonna move it here. What we're gonna have to do with these lines is actually delete them. And then it would turn into like, you'll see. We'll have to make it for different lanes to go through here to pay for parking and then leave. This I think we're gonna end like here. Maybe. I mean, this is just for looks anyway. I mean, snapping to something. Yeah, let's not snap it. Let's go to there. And I feared that that was gonna happen. So I think we'll just. I don't know how to do this really. Actually, I think I might know how to do this. If I do, I'm gonna delete that, but I can put this like right here. Probably make that into a square, yes, and connect it up. Oh, yes. I'm starting to learn the pathing a little bit. Starting to. It's still kind of annoying, but put the Cedar Flags logo above the tool booth. That's tool booth. I was like, that didn't sound right. Why? But yeah, that's not a bad thought. I'm still trying to get, I still want to get an actual 3D sign into the game, but I haven't been able to find anybody to help me with that, so. Although that being said, I haven't really been super, what's the word I'm looking for? Proactive in finding people. All right. We'll have to work on this part a little bit here, which is fine. It'll just look like the road comes out of the mountain and ends up around here, which is cool. And then there are traffic cones as well that I want to put involved or get involved here. And what I do want to do is this out like this. I think maybe just one or maybe 2 lines worth probably. Oh, the autosave gets me every time. I wish you could adjust autosaves. You can't adjust the autosaves in this game, which is kind of annoying. So we'll pull this over to here. I think these came out pretty good. I think I recorded the building of these, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna put it into a video. I don't think it's that interesting of a thing, but and then I guess for the sake of like realism, hold on, I think we'll have a lane like on this end too for like buses, because buses wouldn't be able to get through these. They're for like cars. Actually, you know what we could do instead of doing this? Delete that, grab all of these. I accidentally hit Control Z there, but then pull them this way. Right? Did it work? I think it worked. Something like that. Alright, cool. Bobby, you're shattering my world. I thought you were Canadian this whole time. It's all been a lie. I don't know if I have a sign for like a billboard for Cedar flags beside the one I have, and it's not like a, well, we'll see. Hold on. We'll get this done first, and then we'll get over there. Take the edge off of this a little bit. Did not work. I'm a little too close here. That explains it. I do want to put cones and stuff in here as well, but get to that. I just want to make it so this isn't so much of a sheer drop off over here. Something like that. I think this is a little too tight in here, so I think we might have to cut this back to like here somewhere. Here's world axis. Oh, that worked. Sometimes the tools in this game work, and it's nice, but a lot of times they don't, and it's not nice. there, and then this is gonna look really weird, but I think I'm just gonna put this on an angle. Which is that one? I'm still learning like my binds for this game on my new mouse. And I think it needs to actually twist a little bit more. Nope. See? I have a habit of not or accidentally doing that. I think something like that'll work. Fine. Relative axis. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of doing this like road type stuff in this game. I think it always looks a little clunky. And it obviously has no like actual purpose. But as like a distance... Oh, you know what? I could have turned all these sideways and used like half the amount of these, but whatever. But no, I think from a distance it looks okay. But when this is like a main focal point of a park, I feel like the roads are just a little strange. It's something like that. I don't really want to get too picky with that. But you need to get this done. There we go. Alright, so that's cool. Should do a Park 3D logo contest. That's not a bad idea. I don't know what I would like offer as like a prize or anything, but I'm gonna go there. Since I did the line there, I guess I have to do a line here as well, right? And I don't know. Oh, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of it now. See, every time I move my camera, I click that button, and it snaps angle again. Like that, I guess? Alright, there we go. It'll work for me. Recognition is enough? I guess that's fair. Maybe I could get them like a Cedar Flags t-shirt or something. From the Teespring official merchandise shop, which is a thing. Which is another thing I never really promoted on the channel too much. But if you guys get a little extra money from the holidays, you're looking for a new shirt, and you love Cedar Flags so much that you want a logo that you could wear around all the time, head over to my Teespring shop. Shameless plugs. I love them. Hit that join button. Hit that join button right now. Get the rock emote. Spam that rock emote. Alright, I'm done. Alright, I kind of feel like this whole thing should be a plaza. So I think all of this is going to be asphalt. Shirt signed by me? Yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably manage that. I think I'll start with the subscription. Fair enough. That's how it starts, man, but you get drawn in. Can't help but give me $5. No. I'm definitely not that guy. Maybe I should be, though. Though I will say, if even like a fraction of my subscriber base joined the channel membership, I could maybe turn this into a full-time gig. But I understand, like, it's a give and take relationship, you know? I don't put out the content that like warrants the subscriber or the channel member commitment, you know? So it's like I probably need to put out more effort on my end, which is fair, but if people joined with the membership, it would allow me more free time, theoretically, to start doing more content. So it's like a catch-22. But, I don't know. I'm not necessarily looking at this as, like, a career at the moment. It's more of a hobby. And I love doing this. So, that's where it all starts. Something like that. We're gonna have to smooth a lot of this over. I'm a poor college student. I totally understand that one. I was there. That's fair. Now I'm a poor ex-college student. I'm a poor graduate who has to pay the college back. That's a thing you never really realize how much sucks till you're in that position. Thought I had the game paused this entire time, but I guess I didn't. But I want to get those barriers back down in here. And actually, we have a line of those already, so we'll probably just edit the building. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do. We'll go and grab some of those, and then just copy and paste them over. Fine, I can always delete that later. This is not something like that. There we go. Cool. Saving time by being resourceful. That is how you get ahead. When will I be streaming again? I'm gonna probably try again next weekend for a YouTube stream. So again, midweek, probably check your subscriber box. You should get a notification. I think you got one for this this time too. So I don't know. It's a little wonky on my end. I've talked about it a little bit privately with some of my mods and stuff. But like, I set up these live streams, and it doesn't really give me a confirmation that it's scheduled. But it's like, yeah, we set it up, and then I can't like confirm that or anything, so it's a little weird. But it does pop up on your end, so just keep an eye out for it. And follow me on Twitter if you want like definitive stuff, because I always post that over there. Oh, look at that. Perfect. More of those, please. And funky. Alright, so usually what happens for, like, someone wants to get across here, need to do something like this. Oops. I think that's actually it. And then we'll duplicate that and spin it around and do something like this. So if someone had wanted to come over here, they could walk across and go through that. Very cool. I do want to get some cones up, and I also want to edit this building a little bit. A few of those should be knocked down. That's not a bad thought. It'd be kind of cool. I think we need to do over here as well. Maybe not like up here, but like definitely in like the back sides of the parking lot. A couple of those should be falling over. That'd be kind of cool. Go. I think that's all we care about. I was thinking about maybe doing like a real tunnel entrance here, but I don't think I care enough. I mean, that's not a good way to put it. Like, I don't think it's important. I think that actually looks pretty good. It's even got like an arc to it, so that's pretty sweet. As far as this car situation goes, some of those, I do want to get some traffic cones out here. What is the hardest thing you've made throughout this park? The hardest thing? That is a good question. Oh, hold on. Traffic cone, there we go. Not too close. I want to get a few of these out. And then like this. I don't know if we really need those there. Probably not. Definitely want to get the cones across here, though. No one should be driving across there. Looking at this now, we definitely need a couple of these. Like right here. Because you wouldn't want someone coming over here and be like, yeah, I'm not paying, bye. The custom supports for Summit Runner. Actually, yeah. Let's go with that as the hardest thing I've done in this park. These were a pain. It was extremely rewarding work, but it was very, very annoying, like, to get it all done. And it's just, the angles were so strange on it. So yeah, that's probably the most challenging thing I had done. Magnificent coasters? Is it coasters? I thought it was just rides, like, in general. But yeah, that's gonna be a really cool part for DLC pack. That, and then another one over here. Go, cool. This is, I really like this prop. This is really awesome. I'm really happy someone came up with that. Before I forget, let's go back into the back of the parking lot and knock a couple of these over, huh? What do you say? I like it. That's cool. Good idea. Still a little. Get a few. Oh, that's gonna be weird. I gotta rotate it like this. Actually, the train does not like that one at all. Interesting. Wow. It must have rotated funny. That's what happened there. Yeah, I'm really excited for the new DLC. I mean, it's with all the Theme Maker Toolkit stuff, you're gonna see more of that kind of DLC from them. Like, they'll still probably give us some scenery packs here and there, but I think that they're gonna probably focus on rides. Maybe someday we'll get our we'll finally get our water park pack, but who knows? I think they've said something along the lines of they aren't gonna do that, but I don't know. We'll see. One like equals one prayer for Deke's parking lot. Yeah, it's Alright, so that all looks pretty good now. Oh, the one thing about the cones and stuff is I want to duplicate cones. I'd like to do something like this. So, generally, they'd have people, like, waving cars in, so we're not going to have people over here, but I do want to put some cones up to, like, guide some people. Like a space here, maybe? So we'd have cones like this. We'll leave... Actually, the space is probably too far that way. We pull cars from this way, like this way? Does that make sense, or is this like too abstract of an idea? There wouldn't be cone there. So like what I'm thinking is that like people from this way, from this lane would have to go this way, and then people from this lane would have to go this way. And that's like a way to distribute people into your parking lot. But without like, I guess we could put a car turning here. Right. I feel like I'm gonna use this car a lot. Can we color this car? No, but like if I put a car doing this, you might understand that better. And though I was gonna leave a gap for like people to come this way and like turn out, but I think especially in the early part of the day for this, for like a park, you wouldn't necessarily have to worry about people like leaving. I mean, sure, every now and then people would leave the park, but for the most part, most of the people are coming into the park to start the day off, and then later on they'd adjust these cones, guide people out of the park. But maybe colored lines, cars follow to different parking areas. Maybe. I don't want to get too crazy with it though either. That's the other part of this. I mean, it's I think this is a little wonky. Got a little bit of the wonk going on. I feel like something like this. We never put street lights in here either, and that's one thing I was thinking about doing, but I don't know if I want to do that now. And that might just be me getting lazy. But there we go. Art. Road arrow decals could work. Then again, this is a whole flexible thing. Like if this part of the parking lot was all full, they could move the cones and have people just come in here. So it's all fluid. Cones are in the way for buses. Yeah, that's another thing. That's like what I'm saying. If there was a bus here, we'd have some people working down here, like in the parking lot, so people would be they'd be able to wave cars in and out and then move the cones for a bus to come in. So it is, I don't know, it's a weird idea. I may delete that later, but let's go back to something. Let's go back to this, because we do need to this. The one thing I had an idea for was to put a light on the top here. Maybe? A green light and a red light for if the lane is open or not. Where are the lights? Here are the lights. So this, what is this color? That color, and whatever this one is yes. And then this would be green. Okay, first off. And then we'd put it in like the middle. And I think do like a red and a green. And I don't remember what's on the left or right for these usually. So let's go green on the left, red on the right, if I can get to it. There we go. Can I turn these off, or should we just put one light and then have it toggle green and red? Oh, I need to just get this light, man. There we go. That was a lot harder. Made that a lot harder on myself than it had to be. Not that one bad driver that hit the one cone. They probably did it on purpose, let's be honest. Ah! Or do we want to put these, like, underneath? No, we want to put these right here. They want to kind of sit on the bottom, I think. I don't think there's a way to disable the light, which is a thing. About center there. I think just having them there is enough. Again, no one's even gonna see it, so it's like... I'm just doing this because... like this. And then we were talking about a billboard on the top, or a sign. How big of a sign? Come on. Where are the massive ones? This one's like 16. This one's 32. I'd say this one's a little too big. Little too big. Yeah. That's like a drive-in theater. Actually, a drive-in would be kind of cool to make in this game. Might be a little fun little project someday. That's probably too big as well, to be honest. I think an 8. I actually like something like this would look a lot better. Place it anyway. They said at this point it's barely a playable game. It's more of an art piece than anything else. That's absolutely true. Cool to put like a street sign in here or something. But here's the problem: is I don't have an image for this yet. I have the... somewhere I have the actual logo. Those are all that. Find spirit, the wait times. That, spin out, summit runner. Where's the actual, like... Oh, it's because it's a movie. That's right. Main sign. Alright, so yeah, that's that's how that main sign works over here on the top of the building. Most of it's sunken into the building. It just doesn't look like it. But that sign is there. And so when we come over here, it looks weird. We can't really... I guess we can kind of sink it in, but it's still not centered. Well, you know what we could maybe do here is... Oh, man. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but they're picking up leaves outside my house, and it's kind of annoying. It's really loud. Alright, so if we do this, we can maybe fake a sign on this. Hold on. Maybe the entrance have one billboard that says Cedar flags and put maybe vines to make it look unique. I mean, the easiest thing to do right here would be for me to go in and create a new art file for this, which I think would maybe. Thought you were talking about the video vines, like memes. Kind of want to see that. Lol. That'd be funny. Alright, so I duplicate this, turn it into an art block, do it into some sort of art block here. Actually, I think we can maybe work with this. Hold on. Something like, oh boy. Hold on. This, if I actually turn on rotate lock this time. Spin this around to here. We'll make this like a black or a gray. No. Hold on. Staff, please. Rehire. It's like a doomsday thing over here. Everybody's quitting. I don't have the time to deal with it. Need to hire a park manager. Anybody want to be my park manager? Right, so something like that. Center that. Heyo. Austin, what's up? Alright, so that is there. Honestly, we could probably just keep it like that if we wanted to. We want to pull this down a little bit. My thought was to build like an actual like thing around it, but I don't know if I want to. This being like a dark gray would be cool though. That looks like a sign, right? Kind of get away with that, I think. Definitely recommend putting staff members in each of the glass boxes at the entrance to check tickets. Yeah, do that. We have, what, just one? Oh, we have two open. So yeah, we have the one closed, but I think that's fine. I did notice that the little information block pokes through the closed shutters there, which is funny, but animatronics, that'd be funny. All right, so this is here. My other thought was to, oh, we're in this part of the playlist now. Adina? Right? Or what is this beat called? There's like a very specific name for this beat. Something like this. I think this will look better. This. We want to leave as much of the top of the billboard as possible. And then I make signs like every day, so this ain't no thing. I don't know, making signs in this game is one of the more fun things to do, to be honest with you. There's so much to like play around with. Alright, so now it's centered, but it's not centered, it's too high. So, to fix that, pull this down till it looks centered. And it's about there. So yeah, that's a sign. Hello. What do we think? We like it? I don't know if we like it. Do I like it? Kind of like it. One thing that I would say is that I kind of wish this was a little bigger, so I think I may try to get a bigger block in here. Something more like, this one's probably too big. Is this one? Okay. Probably work with this one. Sink it in. And do like this. Get rid of that. Gotta raise that up, and then the whole sign's gotta go back a little bit. Which is gonna be fun to try to select. I guess it worked. Cool. There we go. I did want the base of it to be a different color, though. I like the darker color. And then I'm thinking that maybe we'd want sort of some sort of cross bracing on this or something. Is this gonna poke through the sign? Maybe. Let's see though. Kinda does. Probably back it way a little bit. Yes. Is that? Oh, maybe. Kinda there. Okay, cool. Leave it to me to over-engineer an imaginary sign. Am I right? I don't know if I care all that much. There's... Well, actually, you know what I could maybe do is take one of these, pull it out, and then, well, just leave it like that, really. Alright, that works. Those. Alright. Let's get a couple of those on there. Boom. That sign's not falling down. Out of my watch. Come back soon sign would be kind of cool. That's a great idea. I'd have to draw one up and then put it like right here. Huh. I like that idea. Ports are a little too thick. They're okay. I don't like that they're poking through down here, though. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, I think come back soon would be kind of cool. Then in here, we're just gonna have to do a little bit of terrain work around the area. And then the car situation is weird. I don't know how I feel about the car situation. Like, we could maybe put cars down, or we could just leave them out. I think it's one or the other, though. I also think having one of these with, like, this going up would be kind of cool. Oh, that's a design flaw. Oh no. That's unfortunate. We're gonna move those out a little bit just to keep my sanity, I think. Oh man. Now all of these need to, like, I'm just gonna add one, I think. I like the distance that these are out already, so we're just gonna add one in like that. Oh, done. Cool. Alright. That is me being a little too OCD, I think, but it works now. Okay. Finish building the parking place, you should make a coaster the same thing as Twisted Colossus. 2 tracks. A dueling coaster is like the hardest thing I could ever think to do in this game. I think. I could try it. I don't guarantee anything. Like, I don't think I'd be able to do it, honestly, but it's probably worth a go. Like, I just don't understand how it works. Like, they have to basically turn the same amount in different directions, right? To get them to do, like, everything right. And to do, like, a proper dueling coaster, you don't want to have trim brakes. I feel like that's cheating, you know? Like, oh, I'll just slow this car down, like, 2 miles an hour to make sure they come back at the same time. I feel like that's cheating. You want to, like, do it correctly. It's so hard. Yeah, that might be something to do outside of the park. Like, maybe on its own video series or something, like a 2 or 3 episode little series on making a dueling coaster, theming it, and then the POV video. Like, I feel like that could be kind of cool. If I'm, like, up to frustrate myself a lot, you know? But yeah, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Alright, let's get some of this figured out. And we'll put down some nice nature stuff, maybe some rocks. I know how much everybody loves watching me put rocks down. Make it the hybrid kind of coaster? I mean, we got the new coaster pack coming out, and that'd be kind of cool to do something with, like, a new coaster in the game. I think there's an option now to sync coasters, though. Like, 2 coasters together. Is there a coaster on the real world that you leave... Oops. You leave the station on, let's say, the left, and it's a dueling coaster, and when you return, you're on the right side. Is that a thing, or am I making that up? Like, it swaps positions in the track. I may be making that up. I may have seen that in, like, a Roller Coaster Tycoon at one point. Maybe that's where I'm getting that from. I think we're just gonna go through with some more tree work, and that'll be it for, like, the trees over here. Don't want it to snap to the angle. Twisted Colossus does that. Okay. Should add a mirror coaster. That would be kind of cool. Actually, they could very, very easily make a tool that helps us make dueling coasters. Like, if you could basically do a mirrored track, like you were saying, but then at every part of the track you could put the coaster, like a ghost of the coaster, and show where it would be. And that way you could, as you were going, you could know what you're doing, instead of having to, like, make the coaster, sit back, test it. Make the coaster, sit back, test it. You know, it'd be kind of interesting. That's the one thing that does kind of annoy me about this game, is their testing feature. Like, I wish you could only see, like, when I was doing this big coaster, when the farther on you go, like, the coaster falls off. You know, if you don't have the track finished, the coaster falls off, and then you have to wait for a new coaster to come through. Like, I wish you could just tell it, like, I want to see the simulation of the coaster from this point on, you know? Instead of having to wait another minute and a half for the coaster train to come through. It's annoying, but... You have to open the ride at the same time. No, I think there is a sync, like, sync stations or something. Let's see. Pretty sure there is. I can never click on my coaster. Coaster? Hello? Yeah, create coaster chain. Create a coaster chain to make coasters and track rides start at the same time. I think that's how you do it. Unless... No, that is how you do it. Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, it'd be really, really annoying. But shall we put some rocks in? Is it that time of the... Is that time of the stream? No, you can't just copy and paste the ride. The like you'd have to have like a dueling track tool or something, because if you just copy and paste the rides, the turns wouldn't work together, you know? I don't want to go super crazy with the rocks. And I know I say that every time, and then I end up going super crazy with the rocks, but I think just some texture here and there would be good. Let's not put a rock in a tree. That would be bad. This looks a little rough over here. We might want to take another look at that. It does look real smooth up there, so having a few of these rocks is going to be pretty good for the whole overall look at this. I think over here is a little wonky though. We might have to fix this later, but we'll see. 2-hour mark just went by. Feels like 30 minutes. This stuff takes so long, man. It takes a long time. I still don't know what I'm gonna do over here. Huh. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna try this before we get back to that. I could put this over. I could wrap this around and go this way. I don't think I want to do that though. What I'm thinking is potentially we'll do something like, is this a full? Yes. We'll basically do what we did before and try to see if it works again. So we'll do something like this. Select the grid. Oh, the grid's on a different angle. Can I turn the grid at all? I think so. What if I do this? Now. Okay, that works. Okay. Delete that. We'll do that. We'll delete that. We'll select the grid here. End it there. And then boom. Alright, that works. That looks a lot better too. So we want to actually delete a couple of these real quick. And we'll have to do something with some stuff over here. Coaster should have the times when it ran, the rides that are outdoors with net roofs. That would be cool. Oh, rain, not man. Yeah. No, that would be cool. Like weather effects in this game. Didn't the Roller Coaster Tycoons have that? Yeah. At least 2 did. I don't remember if 3 did, but 2 had like people had to buy umbrellas and stuff. It was awesome. It was great. Like, if it started raining, you could just jack the price of the umbrella up real quick. And they had to buy it, you know, because it was raining. So that was cool. Alright, back to our rocks. You ever look at yourself in the mirror and wonder why you're so ugly? And that's like my Monday morning routine. A monorail? That could be interesting, but I don't think we're gonna do a monorail in this park. We already have our train. But now that I have a parking lot, like I think if I had a parking lot earlier, we maybe would have done a monorail instead of the train. I feel like a monorail around the park would look really cool. But I think we're at this point, it'd be such a weird thing to do. So I'm not alone. Large. That's not a large rock. Neither is that. Where's the, like, real large rock? Isn't there, like, one really large rock? That one's okay. Maybe it's just because we're so far away, these all look like smaller rocks. I think I'm kind of liking the cluster idea. A few clusters of rocks here and there. And a couple just singles. Rock emoji. Spam that rock emoji. Actually, no one has the rock. There's like, I think I'm up to like 2 channel members, maybe just 1 now. There's only 1 person in the world, besides myself, that can spam that rock emoji. You just wait. Someday we'll have a tree emoji. We should add a couple different color rocks as well. Yeah, that looks better. Rock. Emojis. Idea, whatever. Oh, the world, it has a people mover. It's like a tram, isn't it? We had briefly played around with the idea of maybe using that in the parking lot. But the problem was I couldn't sink the track under the terrain, so it wasn't gonna work, fortunately. Have all of those rocks. That's good. Totally rocks. Oh, there's a tree. There's an actual tree. 1 like equal 1 rock emoji. Rest in peace, rocks. Hold on. There we go. Had to get some in the chat. All right. Oh, this is looking better now. This is looking more complete. I like this now a lot. Some of this is a little weak though. We need to do a little bit more with some of the terrain work, I think, over here. Straight fire in the chat. Alright, something like that. Actually, this whole thing up to here, I think we can do some mulch. That'll be a nice way to end this little area of the parking lot and landscape work. Whoa! Okay, so my entire Planet Coaster career, to spin the camera, I've been holding the middle mouse button, right? So like the scroll wheel, I click that and I do this. You can apparently right and left click at the same time and it does the same thing. My world has been changed forever. I honestly didn't know that was a thing. That's easier for me now that my scroll wheel actually, you know what? It's going to be easier to do that later, so. Now that my scroll wheel clicks left and right and I have things like macroed to it, this is going to be so much easier. Is that a volcano? Big boy rock? Or is that a mountain? I looked up rock emoji tab and it gave me a rocket ship and a shamrock. Sends email to Apple. Can you add rock emojis? Mount Fuji. Okay. Potato rock. Yeah, I need to get the tree emoji. I gotta get that tree emoji. It's gonna be a good one. I use a lot of trees. Oh. Happy little trees. That's what we're all about over here. Bob Ross would be so proud. I think that's going to be it for the mulch. Honestly, I think if we do a little bit of this out to here, define that a little bit better, that ends up looking a lot better here. Autosave, thank you. Yeah, cool. All right, so, and then what we'll do is we'll just take these and duplicate them out. Trees are too sparse. They are a little sparse. They are up here at least, for sure. I like these bigger trees, these oak trees. They have a lot of volume. They make it a little bit easier to hide stuff. And then these, I think are these, okay, sycamore. I was gonna say spruce, but these help as well. I'm sure they don't help in, like, running the computer. I'm sure those are very heavy trees to render, but... But that alone just helped that a ton. Give those trees some friends. Friend. I think maybe one of these down here. Maybe? And then, actually, I've been liking whatchamacallits. Cypress trees. Or no, they're like Tuscan cypresses. These guys. I need them to stop doing that, though. Been liking this a lot lately. These, and then you can come in with these and give them different heights and spin them around, do a bunch of funny stuff. So. They're a good way to, like, naturally make a divide. I have to break the habit and start getting into the habit of double-clicking my mouse buttons to spin stuff around like this. It's really cool. Alright, that looks good. Tree's too sparse. Oh, that's an old... Planet Coaster to add a weather and seasons DLC. That would be cool. I don't know how they would do a winter one, though. Okay, well, let's be fair. I don't think a lot of theme parks or amusement parks are open throughout the winter. You just can't run the rides. So I don't know if you need that. I've always thought that having, like, seasons for the park would be cool. But I don't know how they do that. You know? Or imagine having, like, a game where you design a coaster and then a construction team actually has to come in and, like, build the coaster. So it'd take them, like, a year or, like, 6 months to build the actual coaster. That would be interesting, but I don't know how that would work. And it probably wouldn't make for a really great game, which is why I don't think we've seen it. But, before we do anything else, I think what we're gonna start doing is working on this lake now that we have, like, a defined area, or now that we know where that road's going. So I think this is all going to turn into a lake, which is going to be really cool. Not sure where it's going to end. Maybe like here. I like that it's going to eat up a lot of space, because right now we have a ton of space to work with, but I feel like we're going to keep the park a little bit smaller with just the amount of, like, detail that we've been doing lately. It's a hole? How is that a rock? I'm so confused. Alright, let's start sketching out the lake here. We could always alter this later as well. Oh. So something like that. I also think I want to... Do we have standing water? I want to try rough water in here. Because now that it's kind of bigger, you could expect some like waves coming off of it. That looks cooler, I think, actually. I like that. A little bit of motion going on too, which is always cool. I don't want paths. I do, however, want some more of this. Place where it's kind of weird is in here. Where you kind of get like little waves going into a shore over here, but oh well, it's fine. We do want to put some guardrails up over here though, since we do have that lake there. Would I do an indoor ride? The indoor rides are weird to me. Like, I feel like if you do an indoor ride, you want to maybe put that in its own little thing. No, I don't necessarily think an indoor ride for this park is a great idea. Because, like, we'd build it and then you'd never really see it. Like, a lot of people have done really cool things with dark rides in this game, but you have to ride them to be able to see what's happening. So, I don't know. Just subscribe to the channel today and it already feels like a month. Really immersed content. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Aiden, thank you. Could have whatever suspended coaster go out to the lake. Oh, that could be really cool. Also, I was thinking we could maybe tie some of this stuff together. So, like, if we put another lake, like, right here, almost. And then, or, like, have some sort of, like, river type thing, and then waterfalls. Again, now that we have these waterfall animated things, we could actually do that. But yeah, it could be like we have a few different tiers of water going through here and almost creating like some sort of island almost. Been subscribed since the start of Northern Valley. That's a long time. That's awesome. I'm wondering if we might want... So that's rough water. These are standing water. Do we want rough water all over the place? I think I can change them. Like, we've had standing water for a while, but I don't know. Maybe rough water will look better. Can I change stuff like that? I think I have to do it like that. Does that look better? The problem being you can see through that. We're gonna have to do a lot of like terrain work under the water to make that look better. Huh. I added restaurants. Not yet. That is another thing on my list. I'm thinking we're gonna do a restaurant like over here. And then have it like maybe go out onto the water. That could be kind of cool. So that's gonna be in an episode at some point. It might actually be a sooner episode than later. I also wanted to maybe do a restaurant down here, but honestly, I really like this was all thrown together as just like nothingness, you know? This was just, where are we? This whole part down here was originally going to be like a restaurant, but I threw this together because of the POV video for Summit Runner. But I actually really like how this turned out as just like a natural little thing in here. So it looks cool. So I think we might keep that there and then potentially put some sort of restaurant over here and then connect these paths up. That's going to be a thing that's going to happen, I think. Kind of like the polluted water since it's where the bathroom waste goes. Come on. I mean, we got polluted water up here. Like, I definitely think this one looks better. But the problem being, you can see through it. And the standing water... Wait. Where was... to the highest we can go? I think it's there. That hides a lot better. Although, I guess you can still kind of see it. Wait, we had a vendor quit. They're bad. Okay, yeah. Trying to not lose vendors. We spent, like, most of the early part of the stream doing that. I mean, I guess that doesn't look that bad. It's just like a little bit of a grosser water, so whatever, that's fine. I don't know why this is so dark over here. Strange. Whatever. Oh, man. There's my photo souvenir shop. I gave images for that and everything. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That was awesome. It worked. Actually, I don't think I showcased it too much, so let's go take a look at it. We have our full ride photos up here, too. We had the Summit Runner logo in a little mountain thing. It was a little thing I just threw together. And then across the sides, we have people come over here, and this is how you pick your photo. And you tell them you want 01F, and they print it for you. And there you go. Not want to edit that building, so let's not do that. Love the Summit Runner Station. I do too. This came out so nice over here. I mean, it's kind of a weird building for like a hypercoaster like this. But it's so nice. Oh, actually, while we're down here, since I got you here, I came up with a couple really cool, I didn't come up with, I found a couple, like, electrical boxes and stuff, so I think we're gonna add some of these to, like, the rides. If I can figure it out. There we go. Something like that. Like, that just adds that little bit of touch down here. I guess it really drives home that this is like a mechanical area. No dislikes yet on the stream. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. If you dislike a video, it actually helps the video. Because YouTube then thinks it's controversial, so it'll show more people. So if you actually dislike a video, and you don't want to like support it, don't do anything to it. The best thing you can do is to just stop watching it and just go away. The more you dislike a video, the more actual interaction you're giving to it. So that's why I embrace the dislikes. I also have these ride control cameras I found. I don't know if they're any good or not, but I don't even know how they would work. I assume put it up here or something. Oh, actually, I think it's gotta go this way. Gotta get in here somehow. I think this is how this works. Something like that, right? Any big-time coaster enthusiasts out there? I think the camera is more for like... It's not like the on-ride camera. I think this is more of a security-type camera. So they could see if there's any issues or what's going on. Oh man. Yeah, most of the staff is trained all the way up, and I think they're all making the desired amount of money. I'm sure well, most of the shop vendors are. Well, actually, okay, we just hired a bunch of them, so maybe not anymore, but most of them are. Why is this guy? Oh, okay. The entertainers are all the way full. I don't know what their deal is. Janitors are doing their thing. This guy is loving life, but we're gonna train him. And since money means literally nothing to us, let's go ahead and pay them $200. Like, most of these guys are trained up. Most of these, all of them come in at like a $220. You are trained. You're all trained. Everybody's trained. Everyone's getting $220. Ah. I think there was a spreadsheet for like how much you needed to pay all of your staff members, and I think I don't want to give that guy $2,000. That would be special. But I think 220 was like what you were supposed to give them, so doing it ever since. And it changes depending on the type of job too, so obviously I think the mechanics make more. I hate the scrolling in these menus. Can I just like air that out for a sec? Like, the scrolling here is fine, but when you scroll in the menu, it's so slow. Like, I'm scrolling so many times to get down to the bottom of this. It's not fluid enough. Alright. Spam's dislike on every video. I mean, do whatever you want, man. That's why if you guys really don't like, if you're watching a video of mine and you really don't like it, I encourage you to dislike it. So then I know, oh, okay, that didn't work so well. A lot of people didn't like that. Do I not have any mechanic? No, I have mechanics. There's one right here. Why is this just hello? Menu? What is happening? Don't understand what is happening. My mechanics tab is just bugged right now. Some parks have the camera to see if people have their phones out or something like that. It could be for security reasons. Okay, that makes sense. Man. I just undisliked the video. Might have to restart the game to fix it. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Do I want to do that? The security guard one is bugged too. That's great. I don't know. Let's just kind of scan through here real quick, see if we can upgrade anybody. There's a couple. What are these guys? Oh, mechanics. I guess we should. Competent mechanics are probably a good thing, yes. How much is the best to pay them? They're like $290. This guy is at $400. I know I don't have to pay these guys that much money, but I feel like I should, so I don't forget eventually. Getting overpaid, but whatever. Beauty of playing in sandbox mode. Alright, everything looks okay here, so. I've never heard a YouTuber to ask us to dislike if we wanted to. Well, yeah, they always want you to like the videos, but any like or dislike counts as a interaction, you know? Let's just say that a dislike hurts less than no interaction whatsoever. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. But no, most people are gonna tell you to smash that like button. That whole culture, I don't like it. I'm gonna show you guys a magic trick, but it only works if this video gets 5,000 likes. So go ahead and smash that like button right now before I get into this magic trick. Nice tunnel, thank you. It honestly, that didn't work that hard. It just kind of happened, and I'm really happy that it just kind of happened. Aw, it's my jam. I'll build a dueling roller coaster, but only if this stream gets 4,000 likes. Smash that like button if you want to see a dueling roller coaster in my park. Let's get into the video. Remember to like and subscribe. I spit all over my screen saying smash that way. Damn it. Lips! I'm gonna have to do a little cleaning later. Are we up to 40 likes? That's awesome. Sit back and watch the likes come in. Remember to like and subscribe if you like my content. I mean, as much as I'm making fun of it, you really do need to tell people to do that, otherwise they will either forget or just not do it whatsoever. So it's more of the transparent people who are just in it to get money out of YouTube. That's where you're really gonna see the just really striving to get those likes. I'll try to remind people to subscribe if it's a video that I know is gonna be able to bring in people who are probably not subscribed to the channel. Like the intro, like the first few episodes of a series, I'll remind people to like. But I'll only do it at like toward the end of the video. Like I'm not gonna, well, I've probably done it before. But like usually I'll give people a chance to, you know, get acquainted with me as a person, as a personality, before I tell them to go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We're gonna do a giveaway at 11 million likes. Didn't PewDiePie one time tell people to smash the dislike button, and it worked? It was funny. Something like this. PewDiePie. You don't want to tap into the tunnel either, so we're gonna watch what we're doing over here. I just thought about that as I was doing that. Punch that like button in the face. Punch it. You won't do it. There's no way. There's no way that this stream can get 15,000 likes. You can't do it. It's not gonna happen. A little too patterny over here. I like how the viewer count for the stream went way down as I was mocking people who would tell you to smash the like button. Oh man, what have I done? You just wait. In about a year, it's gonna be like, go ahead and smash that join button to get this rock emoji. You won't do it. You won't even get the rock emoji. You're gonna have to live without the beautiful rock emoji. Smash that join button. That's gonna be a thing. Now that more channels have like join buttons, become a channel member. Like, it's supposed to be like a group, you know? It's a good group of viewers. It's a good community type thing. But it's gonna be the next thing. Guys, my channel just doesn't get ad revenue anymore. I'm gonna need you to join the channel in order to allow me to make my Fortnite videos. Alright, I'm memeing too hard, I think. We're going a little too hard in the paint. Probably foot off the pedal. A little bit. PewDiePie of Planet Coaster. Man, if only, that'd be great. I'll take that. Do I have to do some jump cuts here and there? Like, what's happening? There we go. I'm a little heavy on this tree too. We should probably grab some other trees. This one. $11 million. T 2018. Oh boy, what have we done? So you're saying So you're saying you'll be doing that in 3 weeks? Okay, I'll take that. Fair enough. Smash that join button. I'm guilty of this, but there are the subliminal reminders too. I've done this one before. Be sure to comment. It's the link is right under that like button in the description. I've done that one. I picked that one up from I think MKBHD. Watch his channel a lot, but it's the subtle. Remember, there's a like button while you're going to find the link that you want, and I guess it works. Don't underestimate the call to action. Like I said, people will not remember to like. I personally, when I'm like watching YouTube, I don't remember to like a video until they're like, if you like this, go ahead and leave a like. And I was like, you know what? I did like this. I will leave a like. We need some underbrush going on here. We don't have a lot of that. Shit told me to. Why are you subscribed to Ninja 15 separate accounts? Well, he told me that he needs the subscriptions, so subscribed. It's funny. I have a younger cousin who is guilty of stealing his mom's credit card to buy Fortnite skins, and I was like, oh boy, it's actually happening. What does the world come to? If I had a kid and they're like taking my credit card to buy stuff, I'd be so mad. And I get buying skins in a game. I get it. I didn't get it for a long time, and then I fell in love with Rocket League, and then I was like, well, I need all these car skins now. But like, if you want something like that, ask your parents first, please. Don't just take a credit card. This PSA has been brought to you by FortniteSkins.org.ga.Canada. What is the game you hate the most? Hate is a strong word. Honestly, I gave Fortnite a try. I don't like it. I really don't like it. One game that I can't get into that is very popular is Overwatch. I cannot get into that game. There's so much going on in the screen. I don't get it. And if I'm playing a first-person shooter, I want people to like go down when I hit them, you know? And that game is just like you shoot people so much, and then like nothing happens, and it would frustrate me so much. Like I have a copy of that game, I just haven't played it. I don't think I'm going to play it either. Sims G2A. Oh no. That's a can of worms ready to be opened. If there's any potential sponsors watching at the moment, I am my business email is below that like button in the description of this video. You can find it on my channel. I would love to get like a chair endorsement though. Someone give me like a gaming chair endorsement. Oh man, that'd be great. Oh, we still never finished this edge. Uh-oh. Okay, Dad, I hate everything. Oh man. You know what we need to do real quick here is actually finish this barrier wall over here, I think. Oh, the reflection off of that too, man. Nice. All right, and then we're gonna run the trick of copying, pasting. Copying, pasting? Yes, that's the words I was looking for. Copy and pasting. And call that a completed parking lot area. Cool. Actually, the terrain painter looks fine, to be honest. First person shooter, you shoot people so much. Well, okay, but you know what I'm saying. They're like bullet sponges. I like my shots to count, man. That's the one reason I never really liked Halo that much, was because it felt like you could just tank bullets so much in that game. It took so many shots to take somebody down. I know. Get good, whatever. Man, been looking good. Finally, I find someone else who dislikes Fortnite and Overwatch. I don't like that I dislike Fortnite. I love their sense of humor in that, like the developers. They put funny, silly stuff in that game all the time. And I love what they're doing with the map where they're just kind of changing parts of it here and there whenever. But I just don't like the fact that you can completely outplay somebody and get such a better position. And then all of a sudden they just put down 4 walls and you can't do anything. Like you're just... I don't like it. Not a fan. I didn't like the building. That's the only thing. Wow, that is not what I thought I was doing. To make like a level off of this. But yeah, Overwatch is never going to be my thing ever. I've really liked the new Battlefield a lot. But we'll see how long that lasts. Battlefields for me tend to like... I play it for a long time. Or not a long... Well, maybe a long time. I put a lot of hours into it straight away, and then I get kind of bored of it because it's like nothing... There's nothing else to do. Like, you unlock all the weapons, and then you're just like, alright, now what? Well, we can actually play the game. Like, well, but I got nothing to play for anymore, so... They need, like, a ranked system or something in there. competitive modes or something. I don't know. They're supposed to be putting like a ton of new content in that game all the time, so we'll see if that actually holds up this time. More trees, more trees, more rocks. Hire people to place cars. Yeah, I'm still the jury's still out on that one. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not yet. Rocks, lots of rocks. Just placed a rock that is completely hidden. What am I doing? What am I even doing? That's looking better. No? And also, this adds a nice little border to the park. Like, I don't have to run a real big fence along this anymore, because it's a lake, you know? TF5 is really good. It is. I've been really enjoying that game. Would I ever do face cam? I don't know. Maybe on... I've done it on Twitch before, so if you really want to see some face cam, go over to Twitch. The link should be in the description of this stream, under that like button, of course. But I deserve more subs. Thank you. I don't know. I need to put more effort, I think, into the channel. But I'm working on it. Literally been here since 1 May. I know you have. Remember this. What have you missed? Well, we're doing a lot of nature work. We built this little toll booth area. Actually, the toll booth was like set up already, but we kind of fixed it and made a nice little cave entrance to the area. And we've just been putting rocks down and talking about YouTube and stuff. Man, 404 building nothing. I have Open Roller Coaster Tycoon too. I don't have a lot of experience in it. Oh, but it's something I'd like to maybe play around with more. Say hi to Brazil. Hi, Brazil. Smash Ultimate? I never really got into Smash, I'll be honest. My brother is huge into it, like he was into like the competitive side of things too. Like people are still having Smash tournaments with like GameCube. So he's like way into that, but I never really got into it too much. Sexy beard. Thank you. Definitely give face cam a shot. You have such an awesome community built here. That's true. You guys are awesome, and I am thankful for that. Honestly, if it weren't for you guys, I probably wouldn't be doing this anymore. Like, if my community was toxic or, like, terrible, I probably would have just stopped doing this altogether. You like PUBG? I do like PUBG. I wish the game was a little better, but I do like it. I have real high hopes for the Battlefield 5 Battle Royale mode. I'm hoping it's really good, but we'll see. I guess we could continue with some more tree work over here. I love these trees. They're so big and they take up so much volume. Like I said, good way to easily put a lot of trees down at once. Oh, man. We can also probably copy and paste some trees. I should have probably been doing that a lot, too. That's an easy way to put a lot of trees down at once. Except they're all floating this way, so maybe this isn't an easy way to put a lot of trees down at once. Oh man, some of these trees aren't even part of the thing. I clicked the link to your Twitch under the like button and found Bob Ross. I host Bob Ross all the time. If I'm not streaming, on Twitch, usually my channel will have like Bob Ross on it. There's just a Bob Ross Twitch channel that is constantly playing Bob Ross, and it's amazing. And I think I have been called the Bob Ross of City Skylines, so I feel like it fits, you know? Anybody who's watched me will probably like Bob Ross. He's right. Oh, I know he's right. Trust me, this is not an accident. This was totally calculated and on purpose. I don't know if we're getting too crazy with the trees. We probably are, but then again, they look so good. /have you played City Skylines? Yes. I intend on playing more City Skylines coming up soon, actually. And actually, I'm going to be probably playing some more on, I don't know if more on is the correct answer, or phrase, but I'll be playing some on Twitch coming up within the next month, probably. I want to start getting back into it. Calculated on purpose. Just gonna play some happy little trees. Live here. And maybe a tree. He wants to live right here. This is just his Sunday home. Alright. I don't do a really good Bob Ross impression. Roller Coaster Tycoon gods are angry at us. Must appease them by playing Roller Coaster Tycoon World. I would rather delete my channel than play that game. It's such a sad fall, what happened with that franchise. Like, I don't know if it could have went any other way. But, like, they went from Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 up to 3, and they made the whole 3D world, which is the obvious next step in the process. But I don't know if it actually helped or hurt. I'm leaning toward it probably hurt the franchise. Because that's what they've been striving for. Like, if they took, like, a Parkitect type approach and made a game more like that, and labeled it Roller Coaster Tycoon, it probably would have been huge. But they didn't. That's where they went wrong. What a shocker. Like, legit shocker, or... That game's such a plop and play game. There's no creativity in it. From what I've seen, it's I guess it's possible that it could have changed, but I doubt it. But like, you're never gonna build like as intricate a park as this. Currently sick with the flu, so thanks for taking my mind off it. Love your series. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear that. Never fun to be sick, especially with the flu. I had a cold that knocked me out. My colds have been getting worse, and I don't know if it's like the cold getting worse or if it's because I'm getting older and that just knocks me out a little harder nowadays, but like it knocked me out, and my voice went real bad from it too, so I like couldn't record videos. Let's save the park. I guess we could save it as episode 37. I think we're pretty close to being out of the scenario editor. We've been in the scenario editor for a while now, but I feel like there's not much else to do outside of the park boundaries, because that was the real big point of the scenario editor. So I think we could probably close the scenario editor and make this like a legit save again. I think, can you turn a scenario into like a creative sandbox park again? I don't know if that's a thing. What's my favorite roller coaster in-game and in real life. So I haven't ridden... I live close enough to Cedar Point to call that like my home park, so I haven't rode the new RMC. What is that called? It's in this game. I'm completely blanking on it. Steel Vengeance. Haven't rode that yet, but I've heard it's really good. Let's just plop this, or not plop it, but let's get a size comparison. So this is like a real world coaster, right? So it's interesting to see how our coasters fare against this. And all right, first of all, Summit Runner is massive, even by any standards. But like Alpine Spirit is probably comparable to this. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting on a tangent here, but Steel Vengeance, yeah, I haven't ridden that yet. It may end up being my favorite. I'm not sure, but I think honestly my favorite in Cedar Point is the Maverick. Or Maverick. I got yelled at for saying the Maverick one time. Someone was like, "It's called Maverick. There's no the." And I was like, okay, come on. But no, I like that coaster a lot. But in this game, I don't know. I think Summit Runner is a really good layout, so I think right now it's my favorite. But I feel like if I just keep making new coasters, the newest one will be my favorite. Steel Vengeance is 205 feet tall. It's a long coaster, though. What's the length on Steel Vengeance? Because we have... Alpine Spirit is 3,300 feet long, which is, I think, longer than Steel Vengeance. Maybe I'm not. I'm by where Joggle Lake used to be. Huh. That was a sad story as well. Rip Joggle Lake, absolutely. Okay, so Steel Vengeance is 5,700 feet. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we're not even close with Alpine Spirit. Steel Vengeance is just, like, wrapped around so much that it, like, a lot of the length is hidden. But in comparison, Summit Runner, which I keep trying to rename, but it keeps going back. This is 6,200 feet, so it's a bit bigger. If I could make this in real life, would I? Well, I guess, yeah. It'd be really hard to make this particular park in real life because I feel like taking any park outside of a game, you'd have to do a lot of like weird stuff. Like in real life, you're building coasters based on the land that you have, but in a game, you can just manipulate the land so much. Like if I want a mountain here, I could just make a mountain. Whereas in real life, that's not that easy, so a little strange. And we have a song called Alpine Adventure. First thing, like the monster, Alpine Spirit. Yeah, Steel Vengeance had like a crazy queue time the entire year this year from what I heard. I'm hoping next year, I want to get to Cedar Point next year. For sure, and then I want to ride that. I still haven't ridden Road Valraven yet. Welcome back. Up. Oh man. Would you consider becoming an amusement park designer in real life? That would be awesome. If I could get that job based on like a YouTube channel, that'd be amazing, but I think there's way more to that job than like just plopping pretty things down. It would be really fun to learn that though. It would. Last time I didn't get here before the stream ended. I don't know what else to do, really. I mean, I guess we could go through and put some cars down. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to take a couple-minute break, though, real quick. So I'm going to actually show you guys my super fancy, awesome stream is on standby thing. And I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to play an ad real quick while I go for a couple-minute break. I'll be right back, guys. Hang tight. I'll see you on the other side. All right. Oh, man. Waited 5 hours opening day for Steel Running. 2 trains bumped into each other. I heard they had issues. I don't know if they ever resolved that. We are back. All right. So, here's my issue with the cars. The wheels. We have no wheels. This part of this? Yes. So we need to put wheels on all our cars. I don't know why they decided to do this. Really don't get it. It really confuses me. Just, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. But, whatever, we're gonna have to deal with it. Look on the workshop for cars. I think I did. I don't know if there's... Oh my. I don't know if there are any cars on there. I found the one. You guys want to look for something real quick, let me know. But... Yep. And there's only certain wheels that fit on certain cars. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's too big. This is, I think, for this. Like, why even separate it if you're not going to have interchangeable wheels? I don't get this. Just don't get it. What? What? Why can't I select those at the same time? Are they on different buildings or like... Oh, what is happening? I just duplicated it. I always do that. I have a really bad habit of just hitting the duplicate button instead of just the adjustment button. Word, what? I don't really need a taxi, but can we turn this into like another car? This? It's cool. Alright, well that's at least kind of cool. Although I think this is already a car in... Wait a minute. Have these. These are car 1. Which is the same thing as the taxi. Oh, we're just gonna stack cars. Making modern art over here. Yeah, I didn't see any cars on the workshop. Although I think the Steam workshop right now is a little weird right now. Well, I said that too many times. I do that a lot, but put a little Easter egg in there. No, the Steam Workshop's a little strange. It's kind of disorganized. You have a bunch of things that are like, they have a specific thing for the Theme Maker toolkit, but I feel like a lot of things aren't getting labeled as that. Should we put a helipad down? This gotta be animated, right? Yep. Well, that's kind of cool, I guess, but totally unnecessary for us. This is potentially useful for something. I'm not really sure what. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure what we could use this for, but it'd probably be pretty cool to have somewhere. Is that animated? No. One life equal one happy kid on Christmas. I'll bet the same wheels apply to this car as well. Hold on. And then the hitboxes, man. There we go. Oh boy. Things are happening. Yeah, that works here. It is nice that you can snap it to the point by holding F. Oh, actually, that is perfectly on the ground already. I don't know who would drive this car to like an amusement park, but will I be ending the stream soon? You know what? Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. Do you guys think we should go in with the cars, or should we not? I've heard they could be really hurtful to performance. Then again, we have such an empty parking lot. I don't know if we care though. No cars equal less lag. I really like that idea. Raptor point? Oh man. I think I'm leaning toward no cars. I like the buses. I kind of don't want cars. Part of that's out of boredom, or not boredom, but laziness. The other part of it's out of performance. How about no cars? But if we ever, which I will eventually, when we're done with this park, when we make that video, like the final tour of the park, we'll put cars in so it looks nice. That's what we'll do. So this is okay, there we go. And we'll just leave a couple cars like on the road. Maybe it's like, oh no. Can you imagine if we didn't have an undo button? Like that would have been disastrous. We could put a couple cars on the road, like maybe it's just beginning, like it's the morning. People are still coming in. Make them very sparse. Leave that car there. We should probably give it some wheels because they don't have any wheels. Channel my inner Bob Ross. Wheel. Liquid white. I watch Bob Ross more than I think I should. I'll be honest. What are the wheels that are supposed to be on this? See that? Those are look a little too big. Those are definitely too big. Vehicle wheel 1. There we go. Like equals 1 bootleg car. Alright. Maybe we won't do cars right now. We'll do them later. But yeah, I don't know what the next step in the series is going to be. I think down here is a necessity. So we'll probably connect this up in the next episode. Hopefully I'll be able to get that out by the next weekend. Nice use of custom assets. Thank you. We're going to need the maintenance building. Probably do. Maybe the live stream next weekend, we should do like a restaurant. We'll build a restaurant or something. That sound like a plan? Would you guys be down to see that? It won't be in an episode then, but it'll just be like a live stream. The suspended coaster is coming. That's gonna go here somewhere, somehow. Figure that out. We could do something kind of cool with that too, I'm thinking. Maybe. We'll figure it out. But, yeah. Down for the restaurant next live stream. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. So this week I'll try to get this connected up, at least just roughly, and then we'll do the restaurant next, which I think is going to go down here. Maybe something will go down here. It'll be kind of cool to have a restaurant in there though. Haunted house. Ooh. I do want to do like a stream potentially where we like decorate for Christmas. Someone had suggested that at one time. Maybe we'll take like a nice stream to just do some like lights and stuff and make this look like Christmassy. Make it closer to Christmas. I'm not sure though. Do a haunted area? That could be kind of cool too. Alright. Yeah, so I think I'll probably wind down the stream here then. As much as I want to sit here and chat with you guys like all day, it's just, I gotta go eat. I'm hungry. And move on with my day. But yeah, follow me on Twitter if you have a Twitter and you want to stay up to date on this stuff. So I'll update you guys then over there. The link to my Twitter is below that dislike button. And yeah, I'll wind this down here. You guys can see my awesome outro, which is the same as the intro, but it just has all of the things that happen throughout the stream. Lots of subscribers. But yeah, if we had super chats and that kind of stuff, that'd be in there too next time. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next weekend, hopefully, and stay cool as always. And yeah, that's it. Catch you guys next time. Later.